Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Jared. Welcome back to another adventure here at Turkey Ridge. Today, we got a lot of projects going on today. It's gonna be a busy weekend. Probably gonna make a couple videos out of this weekend, but right now I'm walking over to, oh, look, oh my goodness. Look at this, check this out. Look, my first, I promise this isn't, this is awesome. This is really cool. This isn't scripted. I didn't find this before I pushed record. I'm walking over to a trail camera that we have over there on Pine Tree over there. We have a mineral site right here, and I wanted to come and check and see if we got any pictures. And I just so happened to look on the ground. I just so happened to look on the ground right here, and I found this little spike shed. Check this out. Isn't this amazing? I'm looking on the ground right now to see if I could find the other side of it. And I don't see it right now. I'm looking real quick, but I don't see it. But anyway, what I was talking about was we got a lot of projects. One of the things right here, we're going to go around and check some of our mineral sites where our trail cameras are still up. I'm looking on the ground like really hard right now because I want to find another shed. This is probably my first like really true shed that I've ever found. This is really cool. So we're gonna come and change this camera card right here. I'm gonna give y'all an update on some of the clover fields in upcoming episodes, if I didn't show y'all that already. And this weekend we're also doing soil samples all over the property. So we're going around all the fields and we're grabbing soil samples to see what kind of minerals they need, what kind of what's the word I'm looking for, fertilizer, what kind of fertilizer they're going to need, how good are the crops, grass, forbs, legumes, clovers, whatever you have it that we're growing on our fields, how good are they growing, and what other kind of nutrients do they need to grow better. So that's what we're going to get today. And let's check this camera out here. Let's see what we got. 760 pictures. Wow, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and change that out real quick. And let me go ahead and show you all this mineral site that we got right here. They got a lot of pine needles and stuff on it right now, but this little spot right here is the mineral site. And I'm just looking for more shed antlers right now, guys, is what I'm doing. But I'm gonna go ahead and change the camera, and I'm gonna bring y'all back when I'm doing some of the soil sample, okay? All right, guys, welcome back. So this was the only shed antler that I found as of right now. I just kind of glanced around the area over there. I didn't see any more, but I wanted to kind of show y'all this while I was at this field. This is what we do whenever at the end of the season. We take our feeders down and we clean the corn out and make sure that they're empty, and we put some paper towels in the bottom of them right here, because come time for fall, whenever we go and fill these feeders up again, coming for next deer season, wasps like to get inside there and make some nests, and it's like a little surprise for us. So we try to prevent that from happening by just putting the paper towels in the bottom of them. But this is a field that we call my grandpa's field. This has been an amazing field over the past few years. Since we bought the property, since my grandpa bought the property, this has been an amazing field. It's a really large field. You see the shooting house over there in the corner. The feeder's about halfway in the field, and then they got another half over here. I would say in total this is probably about, maybe 3/4 of an acre of a field, I would say. I don't really think this is a full acre. It might be close to a full acre, but I don't know. You can also see that we have a couple of trees planted around the outsides of the field. These green tubes that you see. We are coming into the soil samples. So here's my cool little shed that I got right here. Awesome. We're gonna keep that for good, I don't know, something to talk about. Hopefully we'll find more. I do plan on walking around the property a bit more, and hopefully we're going to find some more. But these are like the little baggies that we're going to be putting the soil samples in. I'm going to go around with the shovel, and I'm going to find a few spots on the field and just shovel them, put them in this little bucket right here. And then we're gonna mix them all together. Probably take, I don't know, 10 or 12 different little, not a full shovel, but you know, like a little shovel full. Mix them together in this bucket, and then get enough to go ahead and fill up one of these bags. I numbered all of them. I know which one's which. I have a list right here of which field goes to which number, so I'm not really worried about that. The soil sample company doesn't need to know exactly which field is which. They just need to know the numbers, and whenever I get the report back, I'm gonna say, oh look here, number 1 was this, number 2 was this, number 17 was this. So I'm not really that worried about it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm walking all the way over here to the shooting house because we're going to try to get a sample of the whole field, get a scoop here, a scoop there, a scoop here, a scoop there. I would say that this field is probably the best field that has grown this year. And while I'm walking through this field, I'm looking on the ground to see if I can find some more shed antlers. But this field did the best out of all the other fields that we planted this year. Let me see if I can find like a good spot. Some of these plants with the yellow flowers, we didn't plant that. That's some older stuff that just keeps coming back. Hopefully we're going to get rid of it in the next few years. But if you look real close, this is pretty much the only field that the turnips and radishes really took off and grew. Some of these are oats, some of this is wheatgrass, some of it is a little bit of rye, cereal rye, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this field grew the best, most tonnage, and the deer ate the crap out of this field. They always come here. We got plenty of pictures of deer in this field, more than any other spot on the property, and I'm just really happy and satisfied with how this field turned out. So what we're going to do is we're going to come find a random spot, doesn't matter where. There we go, a little bit of dirt right there, and make another little slit right about there. All right, and then we're gonna grab that and we're gonna put it in the bucket. And sorry, this is hard to do with one hand. I don't know what I'm doing here, but that might have been a lot of shaking the camera around and doing everything because I was just kind of holding the camera. But we're gonna grab just about a section of that. The rest of it we're gonna throw back. And look, here's a radish right here that was growing in the ground. Pretty cool. Hopefully those radishes will help break up the soil and allow the compaction in the field to not be as great. So we just walk over here to the next spot. This looks pretty good right here. Put the bucket on the ground, shovel, one push, shovel again. There we go. Can we grab that section out? There we go. Put that in the bucket. All right. And we move on to the next spot. Okay, guys. We are back here. And I have my bucket full of different little dirt samples that I have gotten throughout the field. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of just mix it up as best I can. Probably make a mess. In fact, let's put that down. There we go. Break up the dirt because there are a lot of chunks like this with a lot of grass. Even though I do want that in my sample, like maybe this root I don't want in the sample, but I do want a mixture of all this grass and organic matter and stuff like that that's in the sample, because that will break down and become dirt eventually. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna number the bag. Number 3, number 3, number 3. Put number 3 all over the bag, just in case if excuse me, just in case if part of the bag is dirty or anything like that. The number 3 is in multiple places on the bag, so they know what's what. And because this is a big bucket and the bag is small, all I'm gonna do is open the bag up, mix a little bit, grab a little handful, put it in the bag, and we're gonna take some and we're gonna throw it out. And we're gonna mix a little bit more, put it in the bag, grab another handful, and throw it out. I don't need that big clump. Just mix it all up so you have the best representation of the field as possible. pack it down a little bit. I think we can put a little bit more in there, one more little handful. And we're gonna do a little bit more just for good measure, and that'll be it. So the rest of that you can go ahead and dump out. Take our little bag, fold it up a couple times. I can do this. And there we go, we're good to go. Number 3 is ready to be sent off. On to the next field. So hey guys, I'm still doing some soil samples and I wanted to show y'all something here. So man, y'all are like covered in pollen. I have no clue if that's showing up on the lens or not, but y'all are covered in pollen. But anyway, this field right here that we got, it's a very wet field. It's really hard to tell on camera, but I'm gonna just take my word for it. It's a very wet field. So whenever we get soil samples, we get soil samples in clumps like this, and the soil doesn't break apart very easily. It's very like clay type soil. So what I'm doing here is, let me see if I could set y'all down real quick so y'all could see what I'm doing, maybe see me at the same time there. I'm just taking some of these little clumps, take a little piece and put it in the bag, and take a little piece and put it in the bag, and then throw the rest away. And then like a big clump like this, I'll just take a little bit, 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 and throw the rest away. So this is how I'm doing it, because the soil just does not just fall apart very easily. And it's really difficult to get a good mixture for your sample with soils like this. So we're just taking a couple pieces here and there, throwing the rest away, taking a couple pieces here and there, throwing the rest away. It's still going to give a pretty good sample, but it just makes it a little bit more difficult. Hands get a little dirtier. It is what it is. But yeah, so I'll bring y'all guys back when I got something else to show y'all. Okay. Hey guys, I'm back. So we're on field number 12 here. Sun's kind of bright right now, and this field was one of the fields that the hogs really got to. You can see right there that big old mud pit. Oh man, the amount of pollen that is on my camera is kind of crazy. Can't even see the screen. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is a pretty good sized field that we got here, but like I said, the hogs got to this one, and this field is very, very wet. Look at the tracks, look at the mud. It's kind of sloppy. A good portion of the field is still wet, like there's standing water in parts of the field. So I don't know how good of the sample I will get on this field, but I'm gonna try my best. This is probably the worst looking field, if I had to say, that I've gotten to so far. Like I said, I'm on number 12, field number 12. I have about 20 of them to do. So yeah, let's see what happens. All right guys, so this is the best I can come up with. I mean, I got clumps and clumps and whatever. We're gonna put it in the bag. We're gonna just, you know, try to get a little piece of clump here and there, put it in the bag. It'll be good enough. You know, I might have lied earlier when I said that other field was the wettest field, because this one's pretty rough too. I don't even like want to walk. All right, well, I got the sample out of this field, this wet one, and I about got so stuck that I probably would have had to stay there till next hunting season. I was getting my boots. I got stuck probably up to my ankles there, and it's real sticky. It's really sticky. Oh, that was fun. I don't want to do that one again. All right, guys, so we are back at the camp. We finished doing up all the soil samples. Here's the box. Box is a little dirty, but they're all here. 21 was the last number. Did 21 different fields 21 different areas. Not all of them are fields, but the majority of them are fields. I'd say about 18 of them are fields, 17, 18. The rest of them are just different areas that we want to know what the soil samples are, what the soil composition is, because we might put a field there in the future, or I don't know, we just want to know what it's like in that area. So we did that, and while we were doing one of the very last fields, I found another shed. This deer is actually Odin. This is Odin from if you watch back in the previous videos, the video that I shot whitehead, this was the first deer that came out and ate under the feeder for about a half hour before whitehead came out, and before that little 6-point, and before that doe came out. So this was the deer that came out, and I was able to watch him for a little while eat, and I gave him a pass because I figured he wasn't quite big enough, and judging by the size of the antler here, I was kind of right. I think he probably is 3 years old. I thought he would have been 4 years old. I thought he would have been around 4, but he might be around the 3-year-old age. Now, I know antler size does not necessarily determine the age of the deer, but it gives you like a good estimation. You really want to go by the body size, body shape, muscular anatomy, like, I guess, of the deer. And if you really want to know what the age of the deer is, you could use their teeth. Yeah, this is a pretty good shed right here, pretty good find. You see this characteristic of the right here where his which I guess it would be considered his G2. This little bump right here would be considered a brow tine, I guess, but it's not an inch long. But this bend right here is a really good characteristic of the antler, and you could easily tell that that is Odin. I'm going to go ahead and show a picture of Odin right now on the camera on the screen, so that way you could see that, yeah, this is him. And this is awesome. This is really cool, a really nice deer. And it's awesome too that I actually had history of him. I got to see him, I got to film him this past hunting season, so who knows, he might be on the top of the hit list for next year. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching. This is YouTube, you know what to do. My name is Jared. Thanks for coming on another adventure here at Turkey Ridge. I'll catch y'all next time.